Hey guys, sorry I'm a little later, actually a lot later than usual. So I thought I'd give you something of a show instead of no show. A lot of you guys that follow me on the other channel and follow me here, I appreciate that. Today's episode is going to be called Compatibility versus Chemistry. Um, Even if people don't watch live, I'd rather just make a show and then you guys can watch it on the replays. Um, Compatibility versus chemistry was one of those things that I always thought compatibility was more important in a relationship. I'm like, well, compatibility is going to be way more important. Thanks for telling me that it sounds good. People checking in. I'm sure there's going to be like no one checking in, but I'm very late today. I had a bunch of things come up. I'm not even close to being sleepy. So I'm like, fuck it. Let me do something for about an hour or change. Probably be until about close to 11, depending on how it all goes. YouTube Corrupt says, "Sup, man? You're late. Did you have a big night?" No big night. Work related stuff. Nothing out of the ordinary. It's just I couldn't get on when I wanted to get on, and I knew I was going to be late, so I just didn't want to rush things. So I wanted to take my time. But I did want to talk about what I talked about last time, where I met somebody that was super compatible. Jose Gomez says, "Just finished watching your other channel's live feed. It went down." Oh yeah, the money. That was, dude, the money that was being exchanged by Kyle and the other guy. It was ridiculous. I think they went back and forth and exchanged $500 or $600. It was so stupid. Now, I don't encourage that, but I'll take their money. But I don't encourage that. Like, this one is monetized, but I'm not saying, hey, give me money. Actually, the super chat isn't even active, which is kind of funny. That's probably a setting that I fucked up somewhere, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So I ended up meeting somebody that I thought was super compatible. And I told you guys about it last week. I said, I met someone that's super compatible. Like, it was almost a little scary as to how compatible we were. Now, I know this person probably watches the live stream, and, I'll obviously be careful as to what I say, but I'm going to ask you guys, right? Compatibility versus chemistry. What is more important? Meaning, are you into the girl super sexually, and like you guys are vibing and you get along and everything's going real good, or you're into the same things and that makes you kind of want to stick around? Like, what can make a relationship last longer? Compatibility or chemistry? Well, I thought it was always compatibility. I was one of those guys that subscribed to the notion that, bro, I need to have someone compatible. Well, I met someone super compatible, insanely compatible, actually. And I had a couple of dates that went really well. Now, this is the way I do it, though. And I found out a long time ago that I'm a super physical guy. Super physical. I need physical touch. I need to feel a connection. And I need to feel that the woman is also on the same page. She has to show obvious signs of either being attracted to me or at least liking me in a way more so than just a friend. So this one threw me for a curveball because I didn't know where I stood. I had no idea. Right? I said, wait a minute, is she into me? Or is she just like likes my company? Now, unfortunately, I have fallen into Jeremiah Camp checking in. So Typhoid, double X Typhoid said, for gays, chemistry? For gays? Chemistry means if you're like horny and into the person. Compatibility is if you're into the same thing, you live a similar lifestyle, and you think similar thoughts. So a lot of people say, like Blazing Angel X says, you have to click regardless of sex appeal, mind levels. Well, that's what, okay, Coyote Car Guy is on the same page I am. Chemistry first. It has to be chemistry first, right? Because you look at a girl and you're like, that girl is banging, right? And then you talk to her, she talks to you, and you're getting the vibe that you can't wait to rip each other's clothes off. If they happen to be compatible, then good. Truth be told, the last two relationships I was in were mostly physical. Compatibility, one didn't even know English, and the other one didn't. We just weren't compatible, but the chemistry was off the charts. So I met this girl, and Joe Blow agrees with Coyote Car Guy. David Santos says, hey, Alex, her friend's sister is off limits. That's an interesting question. But anyway, met the girl, talked to her, went on a couple dates. I thought everything was going great. I thought it was all fucking awesome. I still think there could be hope for that relationship. But I conveyed my thoughts to the person, because what are you going to do? Ghost the person? Ghosting used to be common practice. I'm like, I'm not interested. Peace. Fuck out of here. Block, block, block. See you. Never see you again. And that's not cool. That's not cool at all. Because when it's done to you, you're like, ooh, that's how it feels. That sucks. So this person is very much an adult and gets it. And I thought, well, let me be honest with them. Let me see what's going on. And I said, hey, I've been a little distant because I just don't think there's a lot of chemistry with us. Like, I never knew if the girl was into me. And we conveyed some information back and forth about, maybe I'm being too gun shy, being too gun shy. She doesn't want to screw anything up, so she's being super careful. But the problem is that's giving me the vibe that she's not into me. So the pursuit is less likely to happen if I think the person is not into me. Like, they're just not into me. So we had a bit of a conversation about that, but I think I don't know. It's one of those things where you wonder, because in my mind, I have met people that the chemistry was ridiculous. And to this day, I'm just like, man, I wish it would have worked out with that person because the chemistry was so strong. So maybe I'm a chemistry guy, right? Maybe I've been going about this all wrong. Maybe I've been going about this whole situation absolutely wrong and been looking for compatibility. And then I find someone that is on the money compatibility wise, but the chemistry seemingly is not there. Alonzo Pena says, this isn't sounding good. I think Bicho lost the becha. I think she lost me. I think after I conveyed the information to her, she was like, wait, no, I do like you. And I'm like, well, I'm not feeling that way. And they're like, no, I just don't want things to go badly. So maybe I'm being a little gun shy. And I'm like, yeah, maybe, but we'll see. I haven't written that one off yet, but we're definitely not on the same page in terms of chemistry. Look, this person is a professional, has a great job, great career. Now, the other thing that I will admit to, she probably don't know this, but she probably will, hearing this, is her career could possibly take her to move, like, out of country. And do I want to start a relationship with someone? What's up, Arturo Hermosillo, which means he's really pretty. Do I want to start a relationship with someone that potentially could move out of country? Not like another planet, but like, Puerto Rico or, somewhere off of the mainland. Look, I don't know about you guys. Do you guys like to travel? Do you guys like the thought of jet setting to Italy, Greece, like every month, or not every month, let's say twice a year? You want to take a week and just go to Alaska? Like, I'm going to be honest. I don't give two shits about traveling. I live where people vacation. I literally live where people vacation. People vacation to South Florida for the beaches, the food, the culture, I guess. But if this person would potentially move out of country because of her career, should I even start a relationship with someone that could potentially? Because imagine you're into it for a year and they're like, hey, my career's sending me to Puerto Rico. I'm going to go, I'm not going to Puerto Rico. Like, I thought in my head, I'm like, oh yeah, if I fell in love, I'd probably go to, then I'm really thinking long and hard. I'm like, no, I really don't want to move anywhere but where I'm at now. I want to buy a house here. I want to absolutely stay here. I do not want to move anywhere else. I know how hard it was to go from Massachusetts to Texas and learn the culture, assimilate to the way people think and talk. And then it was that equally as hard to do Texas to Florida. I could not imagine doing Puerto Rico. I just could not imagine moving to Puerto Rico. I'd feel like a foreigner. Culturally, I'd feel like a foreigner because I don't feel any connection to the island. I don't feel any connection to anything like that. And that sounds bad to say, but let's be honest. I was born and raised here. So in my opinion, I think you need equal parts chemistry as compatibility. You got to be into each other. Sure, there's going to be certain things that you're not going to like about the person, but you have to be into them. Like, guys, have you ever met a girl? You didn't like what she was about. You didn't give a crap about what she said. And then she, all of a sudden, you guys got physical and it was insanity. And you would overlook a lot of the person's flaws. And women do it to men too. Do you know how many women I know that get with a Hispanic guy because they fuck them good? Like, I know a lot of women that get with a Jamaican, Dominican, a Puerto Rican guy because they rail them in the sack, but then the guy's a piece of shit. Then the guy is cheating on them. The guy's a loser, but he rails that thing all day. And the woman's like, I'll overlook everything to get that dick. So I'm kind of, guys are like, I'll overlook everything to get some of that sweet, sweet ass. Now, this doesn't mean that I'm going to overlook everything because honestly, I'm at an age where I'm like, nah, you got to fit into my life. So the compatibility and chemistry have to be good, but I think it needs to be 60-40, like chemistry to compatibility, than 50-50 because I need to want to feel that you are into me and I'm into you. And when we screw, it is off the charts good, ridiculous, banging, just constant hard on, just badass. Now I'm not saying the person I was talking to didn't make me feel that way, but you could tell that I felt like I had no feedback. I'm like, do you even like me? Yeah, I really like you. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's a change and maybe it's something I'm gonna have to get accustomed to. And they did say that they felt like I brought that up too early. Guys, how many dates? Let me ask you guys a question because this is all men here. How many dates should it take to get a good kiss in? Like makeout session. How many dates has it taken for your current girlfriend or past girlfriends for you to make out? Like badass makeout session. Just insanity, just necking, like you're about to fuck, but you say, oh no, it's too early, right? To me, and in my experience, first or second date. Because the chemistry is there. Because you're like, I just want to grab you and bend you over the hood of your Nissan Altima and just destroy that thing. Brett Burke says 3. I don't know what you're talking about. Double X Typhoid says 2. Shannon Dugan says 1. Brett Burke says 3. Brett. We got to work on you. Mustang Gang says 3. SVT50 says 2 or 3. I'm okay with 2. 1 or 2. Because by the second date, you get the dumb questions out of the way. But then by the second date, you're necking hard. To me, it's first or second. In my experience, it's been first or second. Shannon Dugan said should be banging on 2 and 3. I'm not against that. That was my next question. So a good makeout session should be on the first or second date. Right? Because if you're into each other and she's giving you that, the vibe they give you, they're like, I want this shit. Alex Goodell says, my ex has an Altima. Every girl has an Altima, dude. It goes Corolla, Altima, and then like a Infinity or an Acura TL or something like that, or an Acura or a Lexus, 3 something, I think is a smaller one. I forget. I don't know shit about Lexus. But to me, 2 or 3 dates, or 1 or 2 dates to neck. And if the kissing is that good, you're going to want to have sex pretty early on. So that'd be 3rd, 4th, or 5th date. You should have at least gotten something in terms of physicality. I'm not saying sex. I'm just saying, maybe you grabbed the titty, she jerked you off over the pants, physicality. So if it hasn't happened by the 5th date, if things are not progressing like you think they should, how many dates are you guys willing to wait to bring up the fact that chemistry seems to be lacking? Like, exactly, Coyote Car Guy. Coyote Car Guy, you are my fucking spirit animal, man. You are like banging on date 2 or 3. And that's how guys think. So if women are watching this show, and if you're a wife and you're watching the show with your husband, that's how men think. We're making out first or second date, and by the 3rd or 4th date, we should be banging. Because that's probably 12 or 13 hours that you've spent with the person. If each date it lasts 3 hours or 2 hours, right? 8 hours, 10 hours. I mean, that is enough time to know whether you want to screw them or not. Like, women know if they want to screw a guy or not right away. If they're holding back for whatever reason, they risk 2 things. alienating the guy because the guy doesn't feel like you like him, and they risk out on, potentially a good partner because they're being too careful. Now, I know some women have absolutely been gun shy because they've been screwed over in past relationships and they want the next one to be the forever one. But I don't want to fall into that category of being the one you're going to be good with, right? I don't want to be the guy you're going to be good with. I want to be the guy that you want to nail right away. And if I don't feel that it's progressing in that way, I'm going to say something. I'm going to say, hey, is this this feels like friend zoning, and it doesn't feel right to me. And if someone says, well, I think that's too fast, I go, okay, then we're just not on the same page. We're just not on the same page. And I just think that we're different, we're not compatible in terms of chemistry, because chemistry to me is so important, guys. So important. My last girlfriend, first night, did it all. And I was like, woof, what a whirlwind. What a whirlwind. And then for men, what is the quickest way to a man's heart? His dick or his belly. If you cook real good, he's going to love you. If you fuck real good, he's going to fall for that. He's going to fall. So when I got with my ex, actually both of my exes, the last 2 long-term relationships I've had, and actually the girl I was with for a couple of months, it was all within 2 or 3 dates. Every girl I've been with for more than 2 months has happened within 2 or 3 dates. Every single one has been really good in the sack, and that kept me there. Guess what? Because that's what I think about. When I come home from work, I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to bend you over. What are you cooking? You cooking some rice? Well, you want some of this bitcho? You want some of this bitcho while you're cooking that rice? Because that's my, once we start banging, I'm going to want it a lot. Like a lot. So I think, unfortunately, for me, chemistry is equal, if not more so important than compatibility. Just because someone is super compatible and you have everything on the money of how, in terms of how you act, how you talk, how everything goes down, you still got to want to fuck each other. Someone said, have you ever had a girl just start eating your ass? Now that, okay, let me go. Coyote Car Guy says, no banging by date 3. There's no chemistry. Coyote Car Guy, I like your style. Rebel 635 says, chemistry for casual dating, compatibility for serious relationship, 100%. I dated a girl I had insane chemistry with, but we would not work in a serious relationship. No way. The girls that I've been with, in more than a 2-month relationship, we've all been physical within 3 dates, 4 dates. Like, we got down to it. And I think that's how you're going to get me there. That's how you get me in the front door. That, in terms of, you're going to get me there with physicality. Now, this sounds fucked up, but let's say you got a lot going on. You got a career. You're with it. You got it. Okay, cool. Because you're not meeting them. You're meeting their representative. And same thing with a guy. You're meeting each other's representative. The real dude is the guy you get to know after you fuck him. And the real girl is the girl you get to know after you have sex with them. Because if they still want to come back and get some more, then you get to know the dude. If the dude bangs you and leaves you, he just wanted some ass, right? Unfortunately, you got to bang him. And if he has a good game, real good game, and you can't tell whether he's being serious or not, bangs you and leaves you, you're like, shit, that's all he wanted, or the sex wasn't good, or he just wanted ass. See you later. With me, I don't want to say it's similar, but basically that's how you get my attention. Oh, she's got a lot going on, good career, awesome. But let me test drive the car. Then you test drive the car and you're like, it was a pretty good ride. I think I can work with it. Or the ride was awful, terrible. Like, I've never dated a girl, liked her, and not like the sex. Like, it's always been like, I can work with this. Even if it's bad, I can work with it. And then you make it good. But sometimes, if the chemistry is really good, hot and heavy up front, you bang, and then you're not feeling nothing, you don't want seconds. It happens, guys. It happens. And women, it happens. And women do it. There was a girl the Denny's girl that gave me head at the back of her Lexus or Infinity. Man, if that girl's listening to you, you're a fucking pig. I'm like, whatever. This is who I am. The Denny's girl, she just wanted sex. She's like, man, I want to go over your house. I'm like, all right, come over. Never saw her again. I reached out. hey, how you doing? Good. Everything good. It was obviously she just wanted bitcho that night. And she got bitcho that night. She got a lot of bitcho that night. But I think she just needed to get it off her chest. What's a good first message on Tinder? I do so much better with talking in person than online. Hi, how are you doing? My name is Larry Will Withworth. How has online dating treated you? That's a good one. How has online dating treated you? Bandy, doing good. Today I turned 27. Hey, congrats. Happy birthday, Bandy. Michael Mara says Latinas for life. This girl's Latina. She's or Hispanic. I hate saying Latina. She's Puerto Rican. Look, she's got it all going on. She's pretty. She's got a career. She might move to Puerto Rico because of her career, so that's not great for me. But she, in terms of chemistry, we made out and it was good. But it was almost like scheduled. You're like, oh, I guess we make out today, and then we did, and I was like, okay, that's good. And then on the way home, and I'm like, I don't even know if she likes me. It was just so weird. The toughest time I've had in a relationship, Michael Harris says, is after you've been together for a few years and trying to keep the spark alive. I've never had that issue, man. Once we're together and I like you, I make sure I eat that thing all over the place. 3 Valve Eric has front feet balls is in the house. He retracted a statement. Brett Burke says, what's the heaviest girl you think is safe to have sex with? I'm 6'1", 200 pounds. Then you're not the real Brett Burke, because Brett Burke looks small in all of his photos. 180 if they're 5'11". A girl that's 5'11", 180 and a big old booty and big boobs is fine. That's fine. I've dated a girl that was my weight, taller than me. There was no problem. If a chick makes an excuse to see your place, she wants to smash. You're right. Typhoid says, dude, that first line sounds like a robot. No, you just say, how has online dating treated you? Hi, how you doing? How has online dating treated you? And they usually go, it sucks. Men here are pieces of shit. Or I just joined yesterday and you're the first guy I messaged. I'm like, really interesting. Have you ever done it before? And then you get into like their thought process, right? It's not saying, wow, you got a nice rack. Hey, babe, you got a nice fucking rack and I want to just ram my dick between your tits. No, you just go, get into the thought process. Then you start saying, hey, when was the last time you were in a relationship? And blah, blah, blah. And you whittle it down. You give them an interview. And if they're not down with the interview, bye. Because if I want to just bang, I'm like, babe, your ass is fire. I got to see you. When are you available? Where are you at? You just come at them at a completely different angle. But if you want to get with them and get to know them, you got to know about their thought process, last relationship with their parents, all that stuff. I love all that shit. Be careful on them test drives. Most cars depreciate like a motherfucker. If you lease, you owe at the end. And if you lease, you owe at the end. Yeah, sure. I don't even know what that means. That's an awful analogy. Let me have the analogies. Dude, that first line sounds okay. You said that. Bandy said thank you for his birthday. And for 50, S550 says, check it in, bitch. Oh, sorry that I'm late, but I'd rather give you a show than not give you a show. So basically, to sum up my last, the girl that I went out with recently, or have been going out with, that I thought, or is, I shouldn't say thought, it sounds past tensey, but I still think there's a shot of potentially working on the chemistry part. But we'll see. If they're willing to work with it, great. I just don't think they're willing to. I have a feeling that the person is not willing to pursue me. You know what I mean? Like I did my best to find them and meet up with them as much as I could. Work got real busy, so I couldn't like leave in the middle of the day and meet them for lunch or something like that. So I just had to work through lunch many times. So maybe they thought I was distancing myself, but no, actually work got insanely busy. And then we met on the weekend, hung out most of the weekend, but then I just didn't feel chemistry, man. So if they're not going to pursue me or make me feel like, hey, you're doing a good job, because you being present is not enough, right? I've heard this been said by women before. Well, I'm here, aren't I? Well, yeah, that's not enough. It's not enough. Just because you're here doesn't mean you're interested in me. Just because you're here does not mean I make your cooch wet. Just because you're here does not mean to me that you're into me big time. You need to show me, just like I'm showing you. I was trying to be affectionate. I was trying to touch and, just to show that I'm into them. But it was just met with like awkwardness. So I was like, this is not going like I think it is. And I think I'm just going to let them know. Instead of pulling the plug and ghosting, I conveyed my feelings to the person. So most of what it goes to is, I'll find some other chick, but I want to see, because the compatibility is so good. We'll see. But if there is no action, then I'll have to move on, unfortunately. Typhoid said, okay. You were going in with your real name in the first message. Yeah, I get it. Brett Burr starts laughing. Most girls don't dig coming on too strong. Come correct as a gentleman. I always try. Do you ever feel reluctant when a girl is sexually aggressive in her first few messages online? Makes me feel like she's saying that to me. She says it to every guy. YouTube corrupt, yes. There was a black girl that I was talking to on one of the sites like 5 months ago. And she was like, damn, you fine as fuck. And I'm like, damn straight, I'm fine as fuck. And I was like, okay. Because you don't hear that from women. Man, you looking like a snack. You never hear that shit. So then I was like, thanks. I find you very attractive also. She goes, oh yeah, I'd love to, what was she said? I'd love to meet up with you and I said, I'd love to meet up with you and see if there's any connection. And I'm like, okay. She was coming on kind of strong. And then she's like, if you were to take me, which way would you take me? So I'm like, okay, now I got to play along with this one. I'm like, I take it from the back. And then I just said, well, let me see what I'm working with. In that chat system, you can send pictures. I got a picture of her ass and puss from the back naked. And I'm like, okay, like, cool. But I was like hesitant. I was like, yeah, no, how many guys saw that asshole and puss from the back? I'm like, hey, nice knowing you, sweet asshole. See you later. Someone said compatibility. I got a message here. It said compatibility and chemistry are two different things. Exactly. That's why I need 60-40. I need both. Sometimes I have insane chemistry with a person and guess what? That person sticks in my mind more than the compatible person. For you to feel that strong about it, you got the vibe that it's already telling you it's no bueno situation. But, a ver qué pasa. Girls got to show some interest, don't have the chance. Yeah, you being present is not enough. So I need more. So Alex, did you make it to the first and find anything out? No, Yonce50, I made out with her. That's first base, right? Wait, first, like kissing? Yeah, I kissed her. But, so that's first, second, third, and then it's, home run. So first base, I found out, great kisser. But again, I get in the car and I'm like, it was like a feel out process. It was like, like, do we kiss okay with each other? And it's like, yeah, but it wasn't like, I want to just take her to the bedroom right now. I wasn't getting that back. I felt good about the kiss, but I wasn't getting anything back. So I went, I'm in the car driving back. I'm like, that was a good kiss, but I just didn't feel chemistry. Just didn't feel it. Drival Eric has front feet ball, says an 8, like a California 8 or a Minnesota 8. An 8, like the girl? The girl that I was talking to? Yeah, YouTube turn off. Do you ever feel reluctant? Yeah, YouTube, basically, I do feel reluctant when someone comes on too strong. It's kind of weird. Checking in, Smitty Schmidt says, still trying to recover from the cock throwing fest on Tuesday. Yeah, that was, if you go back and look at that video, by the last half hour, it was like $1,000 got thrown at me. Now, I appreciate the shit out of it, but I did say, guys, don't do that. Come on. Seriously, like, it was tough to keep. I missed a lot of paid questions, and I felt terrible about it. Like, to the point where I might make a video addressing the paid questions that I missed, because I felt so bad that I think they deserve to be answered and talked about. Jeremiah Camp says, being a bartender, there are a lot of women in my experience who come on like that. Right. That they're okay. So Jeremiah Camp, for those of you that don't know, they're a very good looking guy. He's like 5'9", 5'10", jacked, ripped, long hair, athletic, and he's humble. So I think women want to break that humility from him, because he's just like, no, I'm good, it's all good. So I'm sure he's at the bar, and he works at a bar that's like, popping in Jupiter. And I'm sure girls come on to him, and they're like, I'd love to suck your dick dry, so now my camera's coming out. That's gross. If you come at me like that, I'm like, you're a whore. Get the fuck out of here with your herped up lip situation. Get out of here. But if you come at me with like, hey, do you want to get out of here? We want to hang out and see where things go. I'm like, oh yeah, absolutely. You got to know how to play the game a little bit. And if you're too aggressive, you're going to turn guys like me off. Now you're going to turn on and attract a bunch of douchebag guys that, oh yeah, you suck my dick. Oh, come over here. Good. Now they'll get their dick sucked. So I'm losing, right? But if they want to keep them or if they want something else, no, you came at them with a sex vibe, so they're gonna stick with a sex vibe forever. Dip, don't get a dip, don't at me. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm not thinking about dipping. I conveyed my thoughts to the person, and we'll see what I get back. If I get nothing back, if I get a hey, I'm not willing to go above and beyond what I'm currently doing because I don't think it's worth trying to convince you to get with me. That's a acceptable answer, and I'll just have to move on. But what I'd rather hear is, get over here, and I'll show you how much I'm into you. But I don't think I'm gonna get that either. Jason Friedberg checking in. Ebony chicks are always horny. My first was Ebony, 9th grade. You know what? In online dating, that's what I attract the most. The most. For whatever reason, I don't know if it's the bald head or the thin nose, but for whatever reason, I attract black women like you read about. And they're aggressive. Nice pucker you got there. You need to open up a new IG for confessions. Confessions. Yo, I want 150. Oh, I go on 150, 150. Laughing my ass off. So showing my girl this asshole within the first 5 minutes is a no-go. It's a no-go. This man, Alex, said, show me what I'm working, and then got upset when literally showed him what he's working with. Exactly. Because I was like, yeah, I want to just see your butt. I want to see your butt. Or, just show me, like, your body, top to bottom. She showed me her asshole and vagina, guys. Very, like, 15 megapixel fucking super. I'm like, it's nice. But that's like, there goes that. There goes any search and destroy mission. It's just like, there it is. I just wasn't interested after that. I'm like, okay, there's your butthole and twat. What do you want me to do? The thing. Cash in them chips, sir. Okay, how about second ear? I don't know what the fuck. Him and his emoji. Sorry, man. You lost me, Yonsei. Finally caught a live stream and just finished up last week's dating stream and the money slinging stream from Tuesday. Racer. Thanks for watching all of them. That's like 3 hours of watching. Bandy, laughing. Showing off that herple nurple. Exactly. Like, I mean, she's got the SoCal looks, but Southern personality because she won't put out, or I'm just like, what do I do? Alex Cadell. The girl I'm talking to carries herself really well. Really respectful. The kind of girl that you would love to say, that's my girl at a party, introduce her to your friends, and you'll be like, that girl is legit as fuck. Here you go. But what if you're not feeling any chemistry? What if you're not feeling any chemistry? At least this way. What do? You want to be able to find someone that you're proud of, you support, is a self-made person, been through shit, overcome a lot of adversity, blah, 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 blah. But if they don't give you that feeling of being into you, what the hell are you going to do? I like when a girl is reserved and I'm the one to initiate things. Exactly. Now, I initiated some physicality and I was met with like instructions, not even like, thank you, I appreciate that. It was more like, do it this way. And then again, nothing sexual, just like, hand massages. It was just like, do it like this. And I'm like, you're welcome. You're welcome for trying to make you feel good. It was just the vibe didn't seem there. It just didn't seem there. Look, when I didn't get intimidated. Get the fuck out of here, intimidated. Oh, by the black girl that showed me her asshole. And no, the problem is this. I'm not one of those guys that gets turned on by seeing someone's asshole and puss and go, oh yeah, let me know where to meet. Let me know where to meet, and I'm gonna bang that ass. No, because guess what's going through my head? She's showing that to a complete stranger. How many strangers she been with? She probably just got turned out by someone else, and I'm number 5 today. I'm good. I want a good girl. Was it nice look, panchoa and butthole? No, it was like a fat burger back there. I'm like, that thing's been through some. It's seen some shit. It's like a Vietnam vet of vaginas. I'm like, it's seen some shit. Hypothetical question. Let's say the girl you've been eyeballing from across the room like no other. Is a 10 out of 10. She agrees to smash. It's your Scarlett Johansson. Would you have a three-way with another guy? No. I had a friend of mine say, Alex, you ever had a threesome? I said, nope. He's like, I'm like, have you? He goes, yeah, me and a guy. Oh, whoa. You and a guy banged another girl? You didn't have a threesome. She had a threesome. You saw another guy's dick in a room. That's all you saw. Friend, are these women okay with you having a sugar daddy named Kyle? They're going to have to be, because if I buy them dinner, I'll say compliment to Kyle Brandon. I guess the other guy was trying to send more money. Supposedly, the guy that was battling Brandon to give me more money on my other channel wanted to send more than $100, but supposedly was throttled back and YouTube would not let him give me more money. That was funny. Impending Disaster says, Alex, I got rejected today. We get along really good. Keep as friends or just stop talking completely. What do you think? Stop talking completely. Fuck that friend zone shit. Fuck that friend zone shit. Stop talking completely. If she rejected you, see ya. Because all you're going to do is torture yourself because you are still into her. Every single woman I know that says she has a lot of guy friends. Again, keyword, a lot of guy. I got a lot of guy friends. No, you don't. You don't got a lot of guy friends. You got a lot of guys that want to fuck you. You got a lot of guys that want to have sex with you. And they're waiting for that moment of weakness to be the guy you fuck. And this is the question I ask. Okay, do you have a lot of guy friends? Yes. So can you name 5 of them? Yes. So they named 5. If right now you texted them and said, come over and fuck me, how many would come over and fuck you? She said, oh, all 5. I go, they're not friends. They are not friends. And she went, oh, I'm like, right. They're just hanging on. Costa Zampa says, finally made a live stream and I hear asshole and puss. Well, this is the compatibility. This is the dating channel, by the way. This is what we talk about. She was looking like a sapo, Joel RGV says down there. Yeah, it looked like a sapo. It was like a toad, the bumpy ones. Like a vet. Yeah, just say no to crossing swords. Friend's sister is down. Need advice. Bang her. Bang her. Is she legal? Tell your friend, yo, hey Holmes, Beatrice wants this bitch. Yo, is it gonna fuck up our relationship if I fuck your sister? How tight are you with this friend, by the way? 2 girls or 1 guy or not? 2 girls, 1 guy or nothing. Exactly. That's a threesome for a guy. Good girl and bad girl is the same chick depending on the guy. Look, I like a good girl that's bad with me. That's what I want. Wow, that was quick. Getting blown up here. Sorry, guys. I'm working all the angles. Okay, so a vagina and a penis cannot just be friends. Exactly. That's exactly how I feel. Just men are gonna want to bang, and if I can't have a good-looking female friend, you insane? Jeremiah Camp's laughing. 3-valve Eric at front feet ball says, yeah, fuck the friend zone shit. I was on the hook with a girl like that and I wasted too much time chasing that shit. All I did was miss out on opportunities for other women. Exactly. Damn, that's hard facts, Bandy says. Man, talk about a threesome, Alex, Kyle, and Carson. Carson, well, look, I'm the hot chick in that group because they were begging for my affection. That was funny, though. Been messing with this girl for about a year and I never made it official. We're just now splitting over it and realized I was stupid. How do I win with her? How do I win her? Wow. So you have been casually dating a girl, having sex, hanging out with her, and you never for 1 year made her your girlfriend. That tells you everything you need to know right there. If you didn't make her your girlfriend in that 1 year, you're probably not going to make her your girlfriend all of a sudden. She probably broke it off with you, and you're going to miss the sex. You're going to miss the casualness of the relationship. You're not going to want her as a girlfriend. Because if you wanted her as a girlfriend, you would have said, baby, I think me and you can be something, and I want us to be exclusive. And what do you think about that? And if they're like, great, I'm down, great. If you never got to that point, you never felt anything about it. Okay, that's enough of that. So, yeah, I've been in weird situations. I've been single 3 years. That doesn't mean I haven't been dating or, getting laid. So you gotta make sure that if you meet someone that you have a casual relationship with, right, that the ground rules are set from the get-go. I had that. I had that with a girl down south a little bit, and it was like perfect. Hey, I don't want a relationship, dude, but you and I, compatibility is pretty awesome. I'm sorry, you and I's chemistry is pretty freaking awesome. So this is what I want from you, Alex. I want you to come here, you fuck the shit out of me, and if you fuck me good, you can sleep over. I'll feed you, send you on your way in the morning. That was legit. That was very legit. Now, eventually you go, man, I want someone to hang out with. But that person set the ground rules, so you don't consider them. You know, you say, yeah, they set the ground rules. That's what it is. But that's funny because that's how sometimes you evolve into a relationship. I love it. Bang her, change the outlook on life for your friend's sister. Yeah, exactly. I love it. Bang her, change the outlook on life for your friend's sister. Eiffel Tower. Once a chick told me to put the pinky in the stinky before hitting it from the back, but she was actually stinky. Immediately went limp. Ooh. But some people do this, the thumb. Every time I see that in porn, I'm done. I'm not an asshole guy. Okay, I'm not an asshole guy. So if a girl's getting railed and the guy's doing a good job and then he reaches over and is just like, I'm like, no, just keep banging her, man. Jesus. No, let me just spit on it and put the thumb in there like a bowling ball. No, you're ruining it, ruining it. But if the girl was stinky back there, yeah, I'd go limp too. You could tell, man. When you're eating that thing, you're like a quarter inch away from everything. And it doesn't give you some tofito, you're like, no me dan tofito, yo no sé qué está pasando allá abajo, I don't know what's going on. You know, you're like, let me just go up. And then, rail it in there. But yeah, if it's like, if it's funky down there, I'm not going to stay for more than, I'm going to survey the area. I'm going to go, okay, let's camp out here a little bit. But if it's like, come back up and kiss her. She might be like, what the hell's going on? I'm like, oh, nothing, baby. Joel, got the brown thumbs down, huh? The brown thumbs. Another hypothetical. The girl you're talking to is somehow a 10 out of 10, a 10 out of 10, and you're getting all frisky and you pull down them pants and she's got a bigger dick than you. Look, it wouldn't, the fact that if I considered her a 10 out of 10 and she has a big, massive schlong, have you ever watched a porn where you're like on the edge? You're like, this might be a guy. This might be a guy. And it's like, very well made up. And then you look at the knuckles. This is the key words is the Adam's apple and then the knuckles. Like if the knuckles are like manly and the palm is big and shit, you're like, This also here, like the forearm, if the forearm has like cuts and you're like, Alex performing some reconnaissance on the cooch. You gotta put out a feeler. You can't just go down and go, I'm in the culo. Bleh. No fucking way. Now, if she just came out of the shower and she was there for a while, okay, you can it's probably safe. Unless she has something spicy. Unless she farts when she gets out of the shower, doesn't wipe. It'll be okay. I just got out of the shower. You might want to go back and grab those wipes, baby. But you got to do a reconnaissance mission. You can't just go down there and just start shooting, just start going to town without at least feeling out the area. Have you ever had a girl fart directly in your nose during 69? Yeah. Yes, YouTube crap and free speech. Yes, my nose was like right by the butthole too. Because the conventional 69 position for a man, right, is the man laying down, and the woman, her ass is here, so her ass is here, and you're licking at the thing, and then the butthole is right up front. So my nose is pretty pointy, so it was like right there, and I was like, and it was like a little ooh, and I laughed my ass off. That was pretty funny. But imagine you're doing 69 the other way, where you're on top, of the woman, and your asshole is right by her nose. Your balls and asshole are right by her her nose. And then, what a sight. Could you imagine? She's just like, what the fuck am I looking at here? Holy shit. Oh, that would be the most fucking hilarious thing I ever saw. All right, or think of what she could see. Oh my God. When guys think 69, do they go, okay, baby, let me get on top of you? What the fuck? What are you doing? Oh yeah, this is how I do it. I'm going to do that. Next time I'm with a girlfriend, I'm like, baby, I want to do 69. Oh my God, I thought you never asked. I just get on top of her and just hairy asshole and hemorrhoids right in her face. Pimple butt, hemorrhoid asshole. Fuck that shit. Oh, all right. So now we got that visual out of the way. Holy shit. This show is going to get booted by YouTube. I guarantee it. Pink eye. Can you imagine? Yeah, what happened? Oh, yeah, the 69. You got pink eye. What happened? Did someone fart on your pillow? No, we were doing 69. Hairs around girls' nips normal. If she's Italian or Persian, it's probably normal. Italian women are on the hairy side. A little mustache, a little fuzz on the back, and they got black hairs, or light skin with black hairs is like common, unless they go tanning all the time, gym tan laundry type situation. But yeah, it's not normal, but a little bit on the lower back, like little fuzz, like little peach fuzz, is kind of cute. Look, when I first went out with a blonde girl and we ended up hooking up, I was fascinated by her body and the little blonde fuzz. I was like, this is nice. And then if you were to reverse that and it was a light-skinned girl with black hair and black fuzz, it's not as hot, right? It's not as hot. You're like, yeah, this is weird. If she's queefing, that's the pussy telling you still got to learn. You ever pound it so good and they start queefing? That's when you pump too much air in them. And it's usually happening in the doggy position. If they got their ass way up in the air and their head down and they're sucking in air, or you're causing air to, it's uncomfortable for them. It's uncomfortable to, you just shove your dick in it and just constantly queefs. It's not a good feeling for them. So, and it's funny as hell. It makes me go limp right away because I'm like, it sounds like fart. It's like a really loose asshole fart, a quaff. Like, yeah. Or sometimes it goes like it goes down and then an upward inflection because, you're cutting off, the air is coming out as your dick's pushing it in, and it goes up. It goes and you're like, oh, whoa. That wasn't my ass. That was my pussy. I'm like, I don't know if that's worse. What a conversation we're having today. The show is called Compatibility versus Chemistry. It should be called Should You Wear a Face Shield While 69ing Your Boyfriend from the Bottom? If she's queefing, that's the pussy telling you still got to learn. Mia Khalifa. Pussy pounder, that happens every girl due to the air and penis forces down there. Literally, you're asking the sky if the sky is blue, brother. Yep. Did it just get hot in here? Shannon Dugan must be turned on. Shannon Dugan has a bit of a gay vibe to him, but it's funny as shit. What if the first thing she asks you to do right before sex is to fist her? Okay, guys. That vagina is stretchy. Now, there has been only a very few situations where I look at a vagina and I'm like, that is a little pussy. That's a little tiny. And I do not, guys, I understand some of you guys, oh yeah, I love tight little. I prefer normal or maybe on the bigger side. Not because I'm packing, because I want to be able to beat it up without any negative feedback. Slow down. And no, this mechanism has one speed and it's fucking, it's a 200 shot. Let's go. But if you're like tiny down there, I'm going to have to I'm going to have to make love to you. I'll make love to you. Yeah. Especially if it's the first time, I'll bang the shit out of you. The loving comes later. But, if I saw, you can get 3 fingers in there pretty easily, but a fist. I got kind of a big hand, so I'm not a good example. I have little fingers, right? But I have a big palm. So I'm not a good example for that. So even if I do this, that's a lot of the thing to get in there. But if you got a little tiny, I've shaken some guys' hands and I'm like, oh, it's so cute. It's a little. They could probably do an easy job. Landing strip pussy. What's your opinion on tatted chicks? I went out with tatted chicks before. No issue. It's kind of hot. Depends on the tats. If they're fucking stupid, like farm animals and shit, then yeah, it's dumb. But if it's like cool shit, like some art, some Japanese shit going on, I think that's kind of cool. Landing strip pussy. I miss those. I haven't seen a landing strip pussy in a long time. I miss the landing strip. It should come back because it's either full bush, full trim bush, or nothing nowadays. My ex used to do that. It was a very deep, nasty sound. How late am I? Mike J. Not that late. I've only been on since about 9:40. Actually, has it been an hour already? No fucking way. Okay. Ben Calamer hit me up. Said if anyone has broken MT82s, to mention it in the next live stream. So Ben Calamer said, I need MT82 cores. So if you know anybody that has a bunch of broken MT82s they want to give Ben Calamer a call. Queen de la Quifa, COVID-69. I'm lost. I lost my virginity to an episode of SpongeBob playing in the background. And that was also the first time I heard a quaff. Tight pussy is not comfortable. Mike J, you're 100% right. Mike, tight puss is not comfortable. I was talking to my friend Jake. I was like, I met a girl months ago. And I looked and I'm like, that is tiny. And guess what, guys? My dick hurt. It hurt. She wasn't dry, but it hurt. And it was not pleasurable. It wasn't enjoyable. And I didn't want to go back. I'm like, no, that's just, I either have to bring you either have to work on that sucker for months to make it accommodating, so it fits, make some room. But it just wasn't a pleasurable experience. Now, I have gone out with girls that have a seemingly small area, but then when you get in there, you're like, oh yeah, this is a good fit. No problem. So it all depends. Because sometimes the outside doesn't dictate what the inside is doing or how stretchy or elasticy the woman is. You can put it in and be like, there's room. And if you put it in, you're like, this is going to hurt. It's not going to be a good time. So you're a fucking jackhammer. Pussy pounder? I'm a pussy pounder. I'm one of those guys that if I'm going to have sex, I start easy and do my thing. But then it's gonna be some pounding. Now it's not stupid, it's not ridiculous where I'm just like a brute, but there is a rhythm that I like. And if the toting isn't down with that rhythm, we're not gonna get down. Never heard a complaint. A 200 shot, I'm a bit of a power glide. Jeremiah says I'm a progressive shot. Here's a 200 shot. I'm like, we're in. Fuck, get ready. And I've never heard a negative. They're actually like, wow, that's pretty good. Now the next 2 or 3 times you make love or have sex, you change it up. You never make it the same all the time, Talk about nasty 69ing. One of my ex-girlfriend's mom had a landing strip. Interesting sentence. Fuck a power glide, sequential that bitch. So let me get this straight. So far we've seen a big bitch of bidding war show, and now on the proper PPE for 69. Maybe tough to top these 2 shows. Today was very good about the visual of a man on top of a woman getting 69. I mean, there's balls and dick right in her face and asshole and pink eye potentially. Mike J, how the hell do you know? You going family style on her? Family style. So that is a Idiocracy reference. Love you. Got to break that thing in like a baseball glove. Exactly. When you get a baseball glove, you put a softball in it and you go, and you put it away and it makes a nice curvature, right? Because you got to get that leather to be formed to the ball. Same thing with the betcha. You got to get that working. Way to tell if they've been around when they're loose. Myth. Yeah, myth. Total myth. Women with vaginas are like men with penises. They're different sizes. I met a Dominican girl who was insatiable. The woman could not get enough sex. She could not get enough sex. I could swear I could probably put almost my fist in her. But what excited her was the depth. meaning the depth. So she was on the shallow side. So the entrance was a big entrance, but it was shallow. So, you're in there, and when you get down in there, that's what excited her. She couldn't get enough. Some women are deep and cavernous, but those sometimes get excited by the front half, the clitoral stimulation. So it all depends on how the woman gets off. Is it an insertion or a clitoral situation? You got to figure them out and do the grinding commensurate with how they get off. That's the fact finding. That's why you check out things. You go like, "De qué pasa?" You do a lot of you do land surveillance and see what the woman likes. It's spelled toting, Alex. Is it spelled toting, Alex? Yes, Totin. Toting. Becha and toting. Jugo de toting. If you look up Joselito the Puppet. I get all my lingo from him. I like his lingo. He's funny sometimes, but the lingo is fucking great. When he makes a thing called jugo de toting, what you mean jugo de toting? Basically he takes a panties and he wrings it out on top of this thing of soup that they're making. Jugo de toting, juice of toting. Joel RGV says, I'm 6'6", man, landing a 5 foot tall, skinny little thing. Wait. 6'6", handling a 5 foot flat, skinny, tight little thing. I have a hell of a time. Gonna ask her 69 me on top next time. We'll provide vid. If you can get video of you at 6'6", getting 69, you on top from a girl, that would make my fucking week. That's hilarious. Because then you wouldn't see anything. It's just you. I have gone out with girls that are that small, and there's a weird feeling I get with someone that's that small, tiny waist, good little butt on them. They're so small that you can feel like you do anything with them. Usually athletic girls that are into gymnastics, tend to have that muscular, tight little body build. I like a more supple woman, a more, I don't want to say soft, but yeah, that's, if I was going to say a word, is more voluptuous, if they have a big old butt and, skinny-ish waist and, and they feel good, than someone tiny, skinny, and it's just not desirable. Don't get me wrong, I'd still smash that ass, but I would rather have someone on the supple, voluptuous, and taller side. I can wait real good, baby. 3, yeah, exactly. Oh, can you do that for me? Can you wait? Oh, baby, I can wait real good, baby. I like the part where it's like, would you like some extra big ass fries with more molecules? I think that's how it went. And then they take the woman's kid because she doesn't have money. You're an unfit mother. I like how I join in. The first thing I hear is, I could have put a fist in her. Hunter Walker. This man, Alex, basically, he said he has an LS7 on a 200 shot if needed. His dad and his ping ping is Papi and ping ping, which is cocaine. Problem is funny as fuck. Ping ping and Teddy. The Teddy's also has an issue. Yo, saw you jumped on. Cheers, bro. Pragmatic lunatic. Yeah, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. I can't believe I've been on almost an hour already. Yeah, 57 minutes. That blows my fucking mind. Eli Gonzalez says, damn, this is funny. I can catch you live out here in Germany. Badass. Hello, Dr. Ruth says 2000 MCR. I think the word is thick. Yeah, there's thick, then there's slim thick, right? So the problem is, if you Google the word thick, like thick woman, THICC, woman. Now, oh, wow, yeah, that's pretty good. This works. Yeah, absolutely. Now, this is not thick. No, this is weird. What the fuck is that? I don't want to come across any porn stuff. That's not thick. That's gross. This is the hell yeah, man. Oh my God, yeah. Here's a wedding ring. No problemo. Hi, what's your name? Will you marry me right now? Absolutely. Oh my God, kidding me? Yeah, she can get it too. Yep, she can get a wedding ring. Oh yeah, that's a cartoon. That's implants because the legs don't match the butt. Yeah. Oh my God. Kidding me? I don't know if that's even Photoshop, but yeah, you marry that. And is that real? No, I can't be real. Jesus Christ, is that real? Yeah, dude, I'm down with that. I'm down with all that shit, man. All that shit. All fucking day. And then you see slim thick. Slim thick. SLIM. Thick. That's a body type. Yeah, that's good too. It's crazy. I like all women. Yeah, this one's 127. I'm trying to get a good, yeah, slim thick. This is what I think slim thick is. Hell yeah. Slim, but got the big booty. Boobs seem to be on point. Legs are thick. Yeah, so there's slim thick and then there's thick. So either I can chill with. You want slim thick 8 out of 10 times. Exactly. Just checking in. Most lied. That's a torta. I'm a Vortec V1 for Fox Body days. I don't make a ton of power, but I can put a smile on your face. I was still squirting is 100% urine. Yeah, I dated a nurse. But the thing is, it's like you can't, some say it comes from somewhere else. I'm like, from where? Is there another gland that just squirts gallons of water out at you? I think it's if it comes from somewhere else, then it's still urine in my opinion. But I dated a nurse. She goes, yeah, it's totally urine. As long as they're curvy, man, got that hourglass shape. They don't have to have an hourglass shape. I can date a girl that has no boobs, but a big old ass on her. Absolutely. We know what Alex is doing right after the show. Google Images Plus. And plus cream and some tissues. No, you'd be surprised. I don't jerk off to pictures. No, and honestly, YouTube Corrupt and Free Speech and I had this talk a while ago. When it comes to just jerking off for no reason, honestly, man, I save it. Because look, I'm in a position. I'm lucky. I'm very lucky that if I wanted to have sex with somebody, I probably could, right? I'm very lucky. I've made good friends when I meet somebody. I shouldn't say friends because if you have sex, they're not friends, but buddies. If you meet somebody and you don't get along, but there's a lot of chemistry and you sort of keep in touch and you could just call each other up like out of the blue. This is the great thing about being an adult. You're just like, hey, what are you doing? Nothing. You want to come over and just bang and stuff? I'm like, all right. And then we talk, hang out, chill out, and then I go home. But I've stopped myself from doing that because I was trying to make it work with somebody, but we'll see where that ends up. Que rica torta, says R. Limon. Slim thick looks pretty damn good. Slim thick is pretty awesome. And there's a lot of slim thick in Florida, guys. Slim thick nation down here, man. Hell yeah, brother. 2000 MCR. Shannon Dugan says, imagine 69ing and she pisses on your face and you're on the bottom. You're trapped. Imagine 69. You have the weirdest scenarios in your mind. But funny. I'm trying to quit porn and masturbation, but the problem is after a few days, I have an absolute bloodlust and I hit up girls I'd normally have no interest in. Yep, I've been there, done that. Been there, done that, where I'm just like, I want to fuck something, and if I don't jerk off, I'm just going to call some fat bitch I hate that knows that I can bang her at any time, and then you're kind of stuck in that world. So I get it. You're younger than me, YouTube Corrupt, so maybe you just need to jerk off more often, but I save it. I'm just like, I'm going to just save it because the sex is better for me when I haven't jerked off for, a long time. It's just better for me. Dad, that's exactly how it works. Damn, Alex, you got everything. I got nothing. Carlito's way. For those of you that don't know, and Laline is the 5 minutes. Fuck all that. Carlito's way, cocksucker high quality.
I mean, look at me. You got everything, man. I mean, come on. Look what I gotta fucking go around with. Fucking diapers, man. I got fucking diapers. I shit my pants every day. I can't walk. I can't hump. Go ahead and kill me, you cocksucker.
I hope you guys could hear that because I did want to switch over screens so I get YouTube, saying, "Oh, copyright infringement." I can't walk, I can't hump. Did you guys hear that? I hope you guys were able to hear that. I just played a YouTube clip and just let the sound come through this little OBS, which works really nice. There was some great lines. The part where he said, I love how this channel just goes anywhere. The part where he says, I watched Carlito's Way just because you recommended it. Vigo was amazing in it. Wasn't he? He sounded like a freaking Spanish guy. Déjame explicar, Carlito. It wasn't even turned on. It wasn't even on. Carlito, I'm going to fuck it. Laling. Laling, Carlito's Way. Carlito's Way. And then there's a part where he goes, I was going to give you a sign. It wasn't even turned on, Carlito. The mic, it wasn't even turned on. Déjame explicar. Here we go. Listen up. This is where the part where he finds the mic, finds the wire, and he pulls it out. Here we go.
Look at
Wait,
this.
wait.
This how you beat your 30 years,
No.
huh? Piece of shit.
Let me explain.
I'll kill you, you motherfucker.
Kicks
Push
him.
you in the fucking river.
Pachanga comes in.
What's going on,
It's,
Carlito?
no, wait a minute. Wait a fucking second. Wait
Carlito, you a fucking chiva,
No,
man?
see, let me...
You fucking rap,
Let me
man?
explain.
I'm gonna fucking kill him, man. Let me kill Carlito, man.
Oh, let him fucking kill me! Fuck you! Kill me, motherfucker! Look what I got! Look what I got!
I love it. Guys, I love that movie. Hits so close to home. The best. So many things happen in that movie that happened in real life, in my life, with my dad. I don't talk about my dad much because, I don't know, I think that's super personal, but my dad lived a similar lifestyle. And the shit he said was unreal. Schmitty Schmitz says, dude, you need to get a keyboard or something to play recorded little clips that throughout the podcast. On it, Schmitty Schmitz. I am on it. I have so many little things I want to be able to play that, just like Howard Stern show, he had Fred in the background and he would just install sound clips and little things like that. It was unreal. Like little quick sound effects, fart noises, just someone saying 69 for no reason. Unreal. Everyone says, we hear it. Thank you, Jeremiah. Thank you, Alex. And thank you, Joel and Arturo Hermosillo. Awesome. At what point do you consider a girl to be ran through with the amount of guys that sucked and fucked? Well, how about a guy, right? Have you guys fucked more than 20 girls in your life? How many guys, show of hands, have had sex with more than 20 girls in their life? Now, if your girlfriend's watching, don't raise your fucking hand. Because that is a bad look. That is a bad look for a girl. It's a real bad look. So, raise a hand. How many of you guys have ran through 20 girls in your whole life? If you have, do you consider yourself run through? I know the dick doesn't stretch out. Well, the vagina comes back. If they don't fuck for 2 months, that shit's nice and tight again. Not a problem. So, love it, leave it to Beaver says, Luis Guzman is the ugliest Puerto Rican in Hollywood. We love him anyway. Exactly. Absolutely. It's a soundboard. I'm pretty sure it's just software. But I want something you can just hit a button and it's an already pre-recorded clip that goes instant. I don't want to have to like search it. I want to just go to my left and go 69. I got nothing, Carlito. I got nothing. You got everything. Joe Jackson raises his hand. He goes, absolutely. Shannon Dugan. I'm a slut, but it is what it is. Hand raised. Exactly. So most slide, probably last. That means he's fucked some bitches. Joe Jackson, Mike J. 10. Shannon Dugan, now hand raised. Exactly. So are you run through? Do you consider yourself run through? Because a girl's going to look at you the same way. I don't care how many guys a woman has been with. I don't care. I almost prefer it. I almost prefer they're super experienced because I'm going to have great sex with this woman. She's going to do shit to me that I probably didn't even think of. But do you want to keep her? Is she known as being the neighborhood hoe? You know, that's the... Do you care? You know? How many of you wouldn't fuck Jenna Jameson in her prime? How many of you wouldn't fuck Jenna Jameson in her prime? She went through like thousands of dudes. You'd still slam that if you could. So yeah, Schmitty Schmidt says fucking exactly every fucking exactly soundboard, whatever it is. Yeah, soundboard. Fucking exactly. Okay, good. He's talking about the soundboard still. 2000 MCR raises his hand here. Here, when I first became a paramedic, I ran through half the nursing staff at one particular hospital. Leave it to Beaner, says. Yeah, I can't give up too much, but yeah, if at work there's a lot of women and you're like a decent dude, you can smash. Because they come after you. You see them for 8 hours a day. You become familiar with them. So you can smash. Girls look at it as expertise. That's what you know. That's that you know how to smash. True. Do you ask her body count? I never ask her body count. I don't give a shit about her body count. I am not insecure about that shit. I hope she's had a lot, and then I turn her inside out, and she don't know what the fuck happened to her. She's like, holy fucking shit. I'm like, right? All them boys you were with, they ain't shit. I fucked you up. Yeah, I don't care about her body count. Don't give a shit about her body count. Great pussy's like owning a used Ferrari. You may not be the first, but do you really care? Exactly, guys. What if she's doing everything to you? Has been through run of the mill. Look up 42. Do you know how many women is? You know how hard it is to find a woman late 30s, early 40s that has had less than 5 guys in her life? Women go out fucking just like guys go out fucking to get over a boyfriend. How do I know that? Because I've been the victim of some of those fuckings. We fucked and, I'm going to get back with my man. I'm like, oh shit, you had a man? Well, good luck to you. You know that women do the same thing as guys do. So stop looking at it as like women should be held to a higher standard. Same shit. If you want to have fun, don't want to wife it up, then have at it. I don't want a girl that's super inexperienced. But let's say she's super inexperienced, but has a natural ability to kind of do stuff. That's hot too. Soundboard is what you're thinking of. Has like 20 buttons and you set them to sound clips. Exactly, Shannon Dugan. That's coming up. That's going to be great for the other channel because the other channel talk a lot of shit and I can put a lot of clips on there. So I'm already in the market for that. But the first thing I'm in the market for is an actual PC desktop. Powerful as hell. Because I'm going to start upgrading cameras. I'm going to start upgrading equipment. And I'm going to do soundboards, graphics, stuff like that. So I need something that can handle it. And I don't want to rely on the work computer anymore. Practice makes perfect. Girls just throw it around this day. You just got to play cool. Exactly. Hey, Alex, some of us are married. Just enjoy watching the channel and the comments. Thank you, Arturo Hermosillo. I get it. You can't raise your hand and look to your wife and be like, man, I've had like 800. There was one summer that I banged like 30. Because your wife's going to be like, oh, pinche puerco. Every girl has a hoe face. Get over it. Exactly. What about if she tells you without you asking it's a high number? That would be weird. Or if she tells me it's a high number, she better be ready to hear my number. Is she ready to hear my number? Kyle Brandon's voice. Yeah, right? Could you imagine if I can get a sound clip of Kyle Brandon's voice? I'll be like, hey, Kyle, do me a favor. Send me a message on Facebook that says, hi, this is Kyle Brandon. And every time he pays me, I'll just be like, hi, this is Kyle Brandon. Or, like, sugar daddy or something. It'd be pretty funny. After Tuesday night, you got the coin. Buy it now. You'd be surprised how much YouTube takes, man. But look, yes, it was nice. And it was a very nice, but I won't see that till like a month, but the channel has been doing really well. But guys, understand, I want to buy a house. I want to buy equipment. I got cars to upgrade. The channel needs to supply a lot of things, but I definitely want to upgrade the equipment because I don't want to rely on the work computer anymore. I want to get a badass, super blazing fast computer, but I also want to save for a house. And there's a lot of moving parts, but I'll get it. Trust me. I have a plan. With all the, okay, here we go. Make one for when the people ask full bolt-on questions and do the exaggerated full bolt-on. I'll do that myself. But yeah, you notice that at my show, I make a lot of sound effects. And I should be able to just go, and then just label them properly. Cameras are as good as is. I think just the computer upgrade would be tits. Yeah, computer upgrade. But I want to, okay, so I have a big television screen here, right? I'll show you. I'll turn the camera around. I have a big television screen here. Oh shit! Right, and I want to make this TV like a like the background, so that I can put things up there and put things up there and like videos, right? I could put a video that's playing in the back of my head. I could just kind of set myself up this way, right? Like this, and have a television screen right here, that television screen, and then I could just have control over it to be able to play the YouTube clips, but then I have to have the hardware to connect that to the computer so that you can see it, hear it through the computer at the same time. It's just a lot of setup. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give you guys a better show. That's all. All right, I'm going to start getting ready to go because it's an hour and 13 minutes in. I did start late. I don't want to be here too late. I appreciate that 100 of you are tuning in. That blows my mind that even late and unannounced, I was able to attract 100 of you guys. The channel's growing very nicely. Today was great. We talked about 69ing, pink eye, compatibility versus chemistry. Which one's more important? Hookups, queefing, front feed balls. Had some funny scenarios that were all gay. Is squirt urine? I think it is. We also talked about number count, body count, fisting. So it was a very good, productive show about a bunch of just nasty shit. My little brother let himself go and she stayed in shape after 2 kids and they're at the end of their relationship and he's overweight. I told him, let's trade the 2 out for this Boss 302. I'm watching on my 75-inch with surround sound blowing. HD, bitch. Awesome. So it looks okay. And see you, man. Hilarious stream. I laughed hard. Thank you very much. Love you, Alex. Keep working hard, too. Thank you, Brett Burke. Later, bitch. Okay, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I want to get some sleep. I got another day of working tomorrow. I'll let you know what happens with the situation with the compatibility versus chemistry. We'll see if she reaches out and says, yeah, I'm willing to work with you. But if she's like, nah, I don't want to work that hard to get you or keep you, that's fine, too. I'll just keep it moving and keep going with the show. Thanks for listening, guys. Hopefully another live stream comes through Tuesday, talking shit, and I'll try to get a video in or 2 because I have some ideas on videos, specifically cruise control, hilarious stuff that came up last week on the Talking Shit show, and other just typical things doing with the red car. I got some wheels for the red car, exhaust for the red car, so hopefully I'll do some install stuff, some dyno stuff. I'll buy myself a draggy and see, what the car runs with draggy. I can do that with the Fairmont once the blower comes in, and I can do that with the red car and white car. It'll be good video content for the other channel. Thanks for listening, guys. I'll talk to you later.